follow-up. I'm just curious about one thing you said. Earlier, we've made clear to Israel that we oppose the bombing campaign over Beirut. Last week, you actually wouldn't characterize the U.S. position on those bombings. So can you explain to us what's changed over the course of the last week?
So there are specific strikes that it would be appropriate for Israel to carry out. But when it comes to the scope and nature of the bombing campaign that we saw in Beirut over the past few weeks, it's something that we made clear to the government of Israel we had concerns with and we were opposed to.
So if they return to that bombing campaign with an appropriate scope, which I assume you're not going to define.
I'm not going to speak to a hypothetical here.
Then that would be fine?
We've had concerns about the nature of that campaign, and we've expressed those privately to the government of Israel.
And you said that they have been halted for now, which you're welcoming.
We've seen them come down over the past few days, which is not a prediction about what will happen in the future, but we have seen them come down.
Will there be implications for Israel if they don't continue to stay at the levels they're at?
I just don't want to speak to hypotheticals.
Just on that, Matt, so are you telling them not to bomb Beirut at all?
We have made clear that we are opposed to the campaign, the way we've seen it conducted over the past few weeks. Now, they do have a right to go after legitimate terrorist targets. We see Hezbollah continue to operate across Lebanon, and Israel does have a right to defend itself against those terrorists who pose a threat to the state of Israel. But we've had real concerns about the nature of the campaign that we saw roll out across Beirut over the past few weeks, and we made those concerns publicly. I'm not going to speak to it in any detail from here, but we have had quite detailed conversations with the government.
Can you elaborate on that nature? Is it the number of high civilian deaths? Is it them seemingly targeting like civilian infrastructure?
It is largely the civilian toll.
It's the civilian
toll. Go ahead. And I'll come to you next, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Matt.